Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Arnold Ebiketie picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak.
And he loses the football a second time.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
And the Washington offense going back to work. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That's taken on the 25, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Wentz. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will knot us up at 10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20, 10. He will score.
Touchdown, Commanders.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Second and 5 now. Mariota.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bryan Edwards.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17-all as they come up on a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chase Young getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On 3rd down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line. To throw is Mariota.
Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. 1st tackle a little too aggressive. 2nd one, though, they strip it loose.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
To try again after the sack. Wentz looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Washington!
Jahan Dotson.
A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air.
And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Falcons offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at the 31-yard line. Throwing is Mariota.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
He's got it to Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Wentz. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down.
And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the 44, Mariota.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Mariota.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Throwing. Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Algier will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Mariota on 4th down.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Gets past one man. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff for Gibson.
They find some open field here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gibson again.
He will push his way down to about the 14th. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here is Mariota and the Falcons.
Down by 13, 57 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
To throw, Mariota. Able to find Patterson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Mariota.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders,
it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.